Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. We're gonna try to put two will put two articles in this video, related but not related. The subject is Ukraine war, and one is a Russian attack and some missile attack on some Ukrainian barracks and killing some military personnel. And the other one has to do with Kadyrov, the Chechen leader, who threatens people, not most likely, better put countries. So this article comes from Ukrainska Pravda from 27th of May 2022, and this is the title. The Russians hit the National Guard barracks in Dnipropetrovsk region, 10 dead and 35 wounded. Okay, well, on 27th of May, Russian troops fired on a Dnipropetrovsk Oblast and hit the barracks of the National Guard in the Dnipro district, the Regional Territorial Defense Center reported. According to Korban, an Iskander missile hit the National Guard barracks in the Dnipro district. According to preliminary information, 10 people died and about 35 were injured. Korban pointed out that by order of the Ministry of Defense, the army cannot concentrate more than 20 people in one place, for obvious reasons. The missile had been launched from the Rostov region of Russia. There were 3 missiles, one of which hit the target. On May 27th, Russian troops again fired on the Dnipropetrovsk region. They caused serious destruction and people are being rescued from under the rubble. And Dnipropetrovsk region, on the night of the 26th of May, the Russian army fired with artillery at the Apostolova. Serious destruction at the Apostolova territorial community on the Kiev front. Kryvyi front. On May 25, the Russian occupiers shelled the Kryvyi Rih district of the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast several times that day. On the night of the 17th of May, Russian troops fired missiles at the Yavoriv district in the Lviv region, where the landfill is located at the village of Desna in the Chernihiv region, near the site of the Desna Training Center of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. After an airstrike on the village of Desna, the bodies of 87 people were found under the rubble. So, rockets, boom, instead of sending the army. So rockets first, hitting the I'm assuming and I hope, only military combatant fighters, barracks, not civilians. And the other article that I want to discuss here is the Chechen leader, Kadyrov, Ramzan Kadyrov. He has some threats to make. He's got his spotlight on right now. So this comes from Yahoo News from Niam Kavanagh, Friday, May 27, 22. The Chechen leader, staunch Putin ally, threatens Poland over support for Ukraine. I don't know how he's threatening Poland, but nevertheless, I mean, he's a Chechen leader. How many fighters he's got? 200. What is he going to do about it? But nevertheless, see what the threats consist of. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov, a staunch ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, threatened to attack Poland over its support for Ukraine. Really? Threatened to attack Poland. He and with whom? Why not attack Germany? Or who was that? Great Britain next? I mean, this guy. I mean, yeah, you can give him kudos for the balls, but is it? Could it be achievable? Could it be real? Or I don't know. He doesn't want to stop until he reaches what, the Atlantic Ocean or something. In the meantime, visit Paris. Speaking in a video that was posted to social media on Wednesday, the warlord warned that Poland had, and I'm quoting, better take back, and end quote, the weapons it supplied to its neighbor. And I'm quoting again, the issue of Ukraine is closed, end quote, said Kadyrov via a translation from a BBC reporter. And I'm quoting, I'm interested in Poland. Poland, what is it trying to achieve? Question mark, end quote. So he's interested in Poland. Like what? The ladies of the night of Poland? Or what exactly are you interested in Poland? He added, and I'm quoting, after Ukraine, if we're given the command in 6 seconds, not 5, not 7, we'll show you what we're capable of. You should better take back your weapons and your mercenaries and beg official forgiveness for what you did to our ambassador. Oh, what did you do to your ambassador? Oh, it was some population smeared him with some red paint when they went and for the commemoration of winning the war against Germany, Second World War. The ambassador got from the population. Some people showed a different way of civilization or the act civilized, but nevertheless, you know. So I gotta repeat this. It's too funny. After Ukraine, if we're given the command in 6 seconds, we'll show you what we're capable of. Okay. And now he says the ambassador Kadyrov is seemingly referring to Sergei Andreev, Russia's ambassador to Poland, who was doused in red paint while visiting the Soviet military cemetery in Warsaw earlier this month. Poland has been on the Ukraine's strongest supporter since the Kremlin's led invasion, blah, 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 blah. To date, Poland has transferred to our eastern neighbor military equipment worth of 7 billion zlotys. It's the Poland's currency, or $1.6 billion. Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki said during a meeting in Krakow last month. This equipment saves the national sovereignty of Ukraine, Poland, and Europe, the rest of the world, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, and Sun. Oh, yeah, okay. In the last 3 months, Poland has supplied the Ukrainian army with anti-tank missiles, unmanned aerial vehicles, and anti-craft missiles. In March, Kadyrov announced that he was in Ukraine to support Putin's war, even claiming that he had made it to the front line in Kiev, but this may have been fictitious. Anyway, I don't know, and Michael Weiss, an expert. Oh, expert, you've got to be true. What are you saying? An expert on Russia, previously told Yahoo News that Kadyrov might have been involved in human rights abuses. Oh, Mr. Weiss. Oh, are you Weiss, that kind of Weiss? A Zelensky Weiss? Or a, what kind of Weiss are you? Weinstein Weiss? Kadyrov is a psychopath who personally tortures his political prisoners, Weiss said. Okay, how many? 6 million? How many are gonna ever? 8 million? 9 million? How many? You know, you have information. You gotta have more than general statements. This expert. Well, this is it. Kadyrov wants to invade Poland if he's given the order, and the Russians are using missiles to hit across the lines. So that's the development here. Kadyrov will not do anything alone. We know that, unless he's given an army. And I don't think he's going to be allowed to command that army, because he's going to go like the Kazakhs used to go against the German tanks during the Second World War with a sword. So, I don't know. But who knows? He's got balls, that's for sure. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.